Hey guys, it's Amber and I'm working on day 30. So right now I have this picture of me and the cat. I think I'm going to have to reprint it because this one is 7 inches. This must have been done at 6 3/4 and it's a little too small, and I don't want to cut off because I have stuff on the edge here, and I don't want to cut here because I already have holes punched. So I'll be reprinting this. What I think I want to do is the page that was inspired by Allie's in the product play class, where she used this transparency piece. Sorry, I got little cat hairs everywhere. She used this transparency piece and built up circles on it and added some photos or journaling cards on the right hand side. So what I'm thinking about doing, instead of stitching or leaving this out of the page protector, I have a 3x8 page protector here that's by scrapbook.com that has a 1 3x8 here and 2 3x4s. So I'm thinking about actually cutting this out. That way it can be slid into the pocket. I would actually have to take some measurements so that it would be centered, because it's definitely, you know, much wider. However, I think that is my plan. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to embellish the back yet. If I'm going to put these on white paper, that way I can use the back. I have to figure that part out. But I already sort of dug through my stash a little bit here, and I pulled out some pieces that I think will look really cute together here. So I'm thinking I have this gray with the copper sparkle. This magic is in the air, a cozy, and then this red star pattern to help balance out the red on the bottom. That one will get cut in half, so I could possibly use it on the other side if I needed to. And then I was digging, I have these felt stars from the Star Mini kit. I also have this felt heart with the gold stitching. So I might use one of those. I'm kind of leaning towards the heart right now. And then I dug through my stash for a deep red color card, and I found this one from Felicity Jane that I can put up here. And that will give me the opportunity to have somewhere to put my number and then a little bit of journaling. I'm trying to decide if I want to put that one down here or the kitten on the bottom. I'm not quite sure which way I want to put it yet. If I put it on the top, then I have a busy red pattern right next to a busy red pattern. If I put it on the bottom, then I have at least something kind of going in the middle there with the red. So I have to figure that out. And then I also dug out these pieces from the Star Mini kit. And I have this leave a little sparkle wherever you go. Ooh. Good, here I'm yawning, I'm so sorry. So I have that red one that I've been waiting to use this whole project, so I'd like to get that in there. Sorry, trying to get things centered here. So I thought about putting that over here or maybe up here and backing it in white. Then I have one white star left over. I have a red mini one, and then I do have a pink one left too, but I'm not going to use that one. So I was thinking I could maybe do something with the red and white stars over here. Maybe put this red one over here to help balance things out a little. Although that's like a pattern and a pattern. Just to scatter some stars across. And I could still, you know, do something with this. We'll see, not quite sure yet. I also pulled out some of these wooden stars so I could layer some wooden stars. I grabbed these white cardstock stickers, and I also grabbed this Felicity Jane puffy word sticker. I was thinking I could maybe layer one black see-through kind of star, and I grabbed a second pack too, so I can maybe put 2 on just for some balance or to help draw the design around. So I think I'm definitely going to do this like this with the transparency through the middle of the page protector. I don't trust my sewing machine to properly stitch and be sturdy. But I did want to take this black one here and stitch around it like Allie had done, and just to kind of give it some interest since it's so stark. So I definitely want to do that. And I was also trying to decide how I'm going to attach all these. So if I back them onto white paper, it won't be a problem. The first couple, like I could reach this one with a staple and this one with a staple. These two I can't. I could maybe try Brad's. But I'm thinking that if I back them onto the white paper, it will give me a better option for securing them down. Same with the stars here, so that they stand out a little bit more. So I'm going to put you on fast forward and get to work on this. I kind of have already done a lot of the project, but now it's just getting everything mounted down. I think it's gonna look really cute. The other thing I was considering doing, instead of reprinting this, was maybe pushing it all the way over so it's off the holes, and just trimming a little off the side here because it's like 1/8 of an inch, and just letting there be like a white border, or maybe finding a washi tape that could go there, or pattern paper potentially, or I'll just reprint the whole thing. So I'll have to make that decision as well. So let's get started. All right, so the first thing I did was grab some plain white cardstock and my 2-inch circle punch from EK Success, and I punched out 5 circles to help back everything in white. I did this because while I love the see-through look, I knew that I needed the other side to not be see-through so that I could use it, otherwise it's just a wasted page. So I used my Gina K double-sided sticky tape to attach them down because it's plastic. And I don't always trust my rolling adhesive. It doesn't really roll on there very well. So I took some time to get all 5 circles done. I kind of cut through most of that. Usually just one piece on the top and bottom I felt was plenty. And then I did do the stitching around that black transparency circle there. And then I took some measurements with my ruler and decided to trim down that 3x8 transparency. So it's wider. I cut off right near the holes, and that seemed to be pretty much the perfect amount on the left-hand side, and then I just had to figure out where exactly the right-hand side needed to be. And luckily the height fit perfectly inside because the page protectors are pretty tall. So there I'm just removing the film that's on the transparency and getting ready to, now that everything is ready to go, mount it all. So I'm going to trim that red circle at 1 inch. They're just slightly under 2 inches, but I could have stuck it on there and cut it off with my scissors, but I wanted to make sure that I did it as evenly as possible since I want to use it on the other side. So that way I knew it was going to work out well. So I'm going to do the same thing here with using the double-sided sticky tape on all of the pieces again, and I'll kind of zoom through there as well. But just getting them layered, checking my spacing, and you'll see that I started to do the bottom 2 and then I jumped to the top so that I can make sure that my spacing looks good. So I'm basically starting at the bottom, then I'm starting at the top and meeting kind of back in the middle. The last one that's going to get applied is that magic in the air because it's going on top and it's a little bit thicker with the stitching. And so then I started to throw the heart embellishment onto it, and then I realized that it needs to go on the outside of the page protector because this is going to get slid in, otherwise it's going to be a little too thick. So I do apply it down, but then I rip it right off once I remember that. And the red line tape actually peels right off, which is pretty great. So I slid it inside, and then here I'm taking that little tiny red star. I backed all the stars on white paper as well off camera so that they really stood out. And then I stapled it in place and added a white cardstock sticker from the Star Mini Kit. Now I am ripping all the chipboard layers off so that it's not too thick because I have 2 very, very full albums. And I'm going to attach that down with some adhesive. I put a white cardstock sticker through the middle there and it looked really cool. And then I took my paper piercer and added a Star Mini Brad in the middle as well. And I really like the way that layered look came together. And so I'm just adding a few more brads throughout the layout. I added one in my little grouping there, and then I added a third one, I think off camera, on that sparkle transparency circle. So I did end up reprinting the whole photo. I just don't want to mess with it or try to find pattern paper that would match or washi tape. that I would have to try to punch through, so I just figured it'd be easier to just reprint. So once I was done trimming that out, I just added some double-sided sticky tape all around the outside. I did the 1/8 inch, and I did realize, I don't know if you can see there, the holes got really crooked when I did the punch from the previous day. So what I did is I just worked my adhesive around it. I did 1/2 inch around the outsides, 1/8 near the holes, and then I'm going to repunch this with the white on the background a little bit, just so that it is a little bit more center and not so close to the edge, because I was a little bit worried about tearing when you turn the pages. So you might be able to tell there that it's a little bit further to the right, but before I added my embellishments, I wanted to see where the holes would be and how everything was going to look. So from here, I just add the embellishments on that I already backed on paper, and I'm gonna, I think, put a fake staple through the red heart, and then I'm adding that black puffy sticker from Felicity Jane, and just using the Gina K double-sided sticky tape once more. I really love that stuff. I'm getting low on my 1/2 inch roll, but I'm definitely planning to purchase it again. And I know scrapbook.com carries one that's similar. I may try, but the Gina K is really great, and the release paper releases off quite nicely. So just trying to figure out where the positioning was that I had previously set up, getting those stuck down. Really happy that I was able to use most of these embellishments that I had planned to use throughout the album, and just about ready to be finished. And I think, yeah, that's where I decided to add that last brad. And I will be slowing down to show you the rest here in just a moment. Alright guys, all done with my day 30 layout. Really happy with how it came out. I love all the black, white, red, and white. I did add the black puffy sticker here. I put this on with a fake staple, meaning it's not going all the way through, it's just acting like it is. And then here I put in a little tiny brad. With this star, I put it over a hole that was in between the 3 and the 0, put a sticker, and then the brad through that, and I think that looks really cute. And then here I added another brad next to these stars. Instead of looking like it's holding something, it's just adding a little bit of extra. So I've got 3 of the brads there. Thinking about maybe adding one here, but I'm just going to leave it alone for now. And ready to move on to New Year's Eve day. I already have my photos printed for that and a little bit of a plan, but I am excited to get working on it. And I'm also really happy with how this came out. I have another layout like this in, I think, day 14, so it adds some consistency to the album. And I also have to start figuring out what circles will be going on the back here. I already have a red star half circle that'll help match the back of this. I'm also still considering if I'm going to back that in white paper so that it stands out more, and so that I can cover it with something else on the other side. So I'm still working on that, but that'll be a plan for day 31. Thanks so much for watching.